Welcome back to Criczenify, day one
Hi,
review. Yes, I have Selva also along with me. We are here to do the day one review of the Indian batting. What happened between the England at Edgbaston yesterday, along with what holds for Team India and Team England on day two as well. Uh, First of all, Selva, welcome to the show for another episode. And first of all, what
Shiraz.
did you think about the batting order? I mean, the top three, KL Rahul got again like unlucky. He got his inside edge and the ball going on and hitting that off stump. And then again, a cheap dismissal. It was not necessary for KL Karun Nair when he was batting so beautifully. He was looking so elegant. But at the same point of time, if he would have left the ball, it would have directly stayed again for another 20 or 30 more runs would have been crucial for Team India as well. And the leave of Nitish Kumar Reddy, what a beautiful ball by Chris Oakes at the situation where he thought the ball might not swing so much, but it came in very, very deep. So these three dismissal, I just wanted to ask first up.
First, I want to go with JL Rahul. So Chris Works did a beautiful work. Like he was keep on setting him up with those outswingers and kind of it. Like we know, like we have seen him. Like the off stump part is the most vulnerable part for KL Rahul. Why? Because he plays late, which is very actually good for a batter. But meanwhile, his strength becomes his weakness. Why? Because sometimes he may play too late, where the ball might come and hit, and it will get to an inside edge, kind of like horizontal, but will come and hit and it'll go like towards system. That was exactly happened. They were trying to play him very well. Like Chris Wook's a local boy. He played lots of cricket and Edgbaston, so he did it in a beautiful way. Karun Nair was an unexpected one. Why? Because they are planning short ball for SSV Jaiswal. Like Karun Nair was like he was expecting for a full length delivery, and that ball like it was bouncing out of nowhere. Like the wicket was slow. Suddenly, the ball like to a bowler when he bowled, like it was twitching and it was like hitting him just like that. So a sudden decision has to be taken. Like the only wicket which England took was uh, Karun Nair. So I feel that way. And Nitish Kumar Reddy, he is lacking of experience basically. Like he played test cricket, overseas cricket in Australia. In Australia, if the same ball has been bowled, it will be like safely above the stump, off stump or the part. But here it won't be that thing. We know here it's low bounce grounds are there. So where we have to cover our off stumps and we need to play. Like every match, if we see, even if KL Rahul, if we see, he will leave the ball, where his back leg will be covering the off stump. It will be coming in front of off stump and it will be covering. So that the impact of the ball will be outside the line, like or else like it will be going in the favor of batsman. So LBW chances are very much minimal. So these are the three major things India did, and it's not a failure kind of thing. India is in a good position. KL Rahul played a 30 knock, but unfortunately, we can't expect to play Rahul in every matches, right? In the first innings also he played with second
I
innings in the
I
first
think
match also.
he got dismissed for a single digit, 2 runs,
Yes,
but he made
exactly,
26
exactly,
deliveries. But yeah, Karun Nair was actually looking good yesterday, but can't do anything. Again, Brendan
exactly,
Cars bowled a beautiful bouncer, which actually made him to get dismissed. Yes.
exactly. And it was Chris Wokes. He was looking very dangerous. Like he was the pick of the bowlers yesterday, even whether it's a overcast conditions or not. Was very good in his line and length and where he was trying to make the batsman play. So these are the things which happened over there. So
Okay.
top three.
Exactly. I mean, Chris Oakes was being one of the most economical bowlers as far as England has been concerned. And as being a local lad, he understands where exactly the ball has to be bowled and how exactly the pitch behaves when there are overcast conditions as well and when the sun is actually out. So, with all these being said, coming to the Indian batting, along with Yashasvi Jaiswal and another century contribution from the captain Shubman Gill. But I want to say one of the reckless shot played by again Rishabh Pant, tempting. He saw the fielder was there in the long on. He knows if the shot is not being connected directly, it will go into the hands of a fielder out there. And exactly Crawley was there. He just have to run around 20 yards or so. and then he picked up a beautiful catch. He had so much of time because he has to move towards his right, and the ball was in air for a very long time. And what exactly happened? He took a beautiful catch in the deep, and unfortunately, Rishabh Pant has to get dismissed as well. So, with all these being said, Shubman Gill's batting, the way he was timing the ball, he was looking so confident. And what more? A captain's knock. He is also been one of those Indian captains who scored two centuries in just 3 innings, and now being in that elite list of century scorers in Sena countries. He is at number 5.
And one more thing, like captain scoring two centuries against England next to Mohammad Azharuddin, he comes there. And
Correct.
it's a beautiful innings if we see like more of maturity innings. We used to see him like playing false kind of shots or the techniques will be not good. Now he started to read bowlers well. His mindset as a captain is different. As a batter, he's completely different. He started to analyze and understand what kind of bowler he is facing and what kind of balls he is gonna play. So kind of that he's doing. And England also tried to pick him up with some of his weakness, but he didn't give those, he didn't expose to those things. And it was very much clear that he is going to stand as a player there. And as a captain, I'm going to take my team to a good score so that I can able to win because it's a good toss to lose. At the toss time, it was like bit of overseas conditions. It was a bit of overseas conditions, like where the ball thought of going here and there. But later, after 5 or 6 overs, it started to open out where the pitch behaved differently. And it was a totally complete different game when I seeing this when it comes to Shubman Gill, his improvement. And I want to add with Rishabh Pant here. Why? Because they made him play the shot because they were keep on tactically playing in this mind. So Ben Duckett was standing right in front of the pitch to make him like what you hit me, I can see. You hit the ball to me. Like kind of the temptation was given to him. The same ball was bowled on the 50th over where he hit it, where he smashed it for six. Same shot went for six. And in the wicket when he lost it, the ball was around 46 kilometer per very 46 miles, I think so.
Yeah, it
Very
was
slow.
it was a slow
The
one,
yeah.
and also the ball was flighted too much.
Yes, very, the flight was very high, very slow. Like it was in the air for so long, and he was trying to hit towards the thing, and the field was hit perfectly. Mid on was in, and the deep mid wicket is not that much square, not in the exact position of a deep mid wicket. I want to say exactly. Like it was exactly the left shoulder of the midway mid on region part. It was standing diagonally, so it was very much easy to run and take a good catch for him. So these are the things we have to think. Like we know punt will pay like this, whether it's T20, ODI or Test match cricket. That is the game for him. Like last match he did the same, which we appreciated, right? So this much also he tried to do the same, but he got failed. Like we can't blame him. It's natural of his game, so we have to appreciate that. He tried to do something to break those shackles.
Exactly. I mean, if you look at the way both the batsmen were playing, especially Shubman Gill and Rishabh Pant, they were looking so promising in the middle also. But somewhere the concentration has been lost, and with that, the tail started to open up when Nitish Kumar Reddy also got dismissed. As you have rightly mentioned, there was an uneven bounce, but Chris Wokes had a last laugh against Nitish Kumar Reddy last night. And yesterday, we were also talking about Ravindra Jadeja's contribution as an all-rounder. He's there in the team as an all-rounder, and exactly he done the same thing for Team India yesterday. The runs were not coming from his bat, but yesterday he answered all his critics, saying like, "I'm still here. I'm not yet done." Striking the ball at almost like 61 strike rate. Rotating the strike was very much important. Not letting the opposition to take a complete advantage at whatever the situations it might be in the complete match. But one thing I wanted to appreciate is that on the other side also Ben Stokes has really varied his bowlers really well. He saw that there was a time running out and immediately he brought in Shoaib Bashir to cut down the pace of the innings so that he will not be penalized after the end of the match, because you know the new rules are already in place from this test match, saying like what, like you have a gap of just 1 minute between the overs, that and you need to complete the overs in that particular thing. So the bowlers were also getting rest. He varied his, the majority of the contribution was done from only two players. One was Shoaib Bashir, who was bowled 19 overs, and the man who already picked was Chris Oakes, who bowled 21 overs, and being the most economical one of everybody, conceding the runs at 2.80, where the innings run rate was over 3.64. And by considering all these things, yes, run rate was good. They maintained the equal balance. The first session was good, going over 3.5, and the second session they delayed it for like 3 runs, and the final session they come back at 3.8 or 3.9. With that, the day got concluded. But what holds for Team India right now in day two, Silva?
Just to con like how they batted in the last session, right? So we have
Yeah.
to stick to those things.
Mhm.
So it has to be clear. Jadeja came out of syllabus. I have one stats for you. Like Jadeja, last time when he played in Edgbaston, he scored 65.
Mhm.
So he played in only one inning. So he knows his ground. So he also has some score in it. So the same thing is reflecting right now over here, which made Ben Stokes to get frustration among these two players because he thought like definitely the tail will be opening up once we take Jadeja's wicket, but he didn't give his wicket. Where Shoaib Bashir bowled beautifully. He was flighting the balls. He was trying, tempting him to hit me. Come on, hit me. You can go anywhere. You can. But he didn't go anything. The experience which he has and the mindset which he gave in the field has to be reflected today also. Like first session, they have to bat completely to get around like 150 runs, 100 to 150 runs, which will be taking them to 400, 430. 450. If you want, you can bat till end, like till you're losing your wickets, go till 500 also. That doesn't matter because only thing you depended with your batting means we have to go with your batting. Your batting has to, batters has to score high runs. And then with that only you can able to contribute to with your bowlers in the sense like it has to be done. So they have to hold up with this plan batting till lunch or till tea kind of that without losing any wicket, which make more frustration for the England bowlers also, where we will be putting a respectable score on the board, and then rest will be into our hands of bowlers.
Exactly. I mean, welcome Pratik for joining in for
Hi, Pratik.
day one review between India and England. So right now we are already in the preview, like what holds for Team India on day two. It's just that like another five more wickets. We know the tail did not contribute much in the first test, but looking like somewhere like the way we have spoken yesterday and the way we are speaking today is like a complete change in dimensions, because the way the Indian batsmen have showed their contribution with the bat, they showed some body language was perfect, which was actually required for any of the team to get into a test match like this. But somewhere, choices and the selections made by Team India rising eyebrows.
Yeah, if it gets you a result, then it doesn't matter at all. As I've already said that I am against making too many changes. As one change was forced, that of Jasprit Bumrah. I think Team India got in Washington Sundar in place of him, and rest the bowling is continued with Washington Sundar. It will be nice to see him bowl on these wickets. That's we have already seen Shoaib Bashir. He's not getting so much help, but as the match progresses to day three, day four, and day five, the wicket will break down, and we can see that the magic from Ravindra Jadeja and Washington Sundar from both the ends at the end of the test match. I'm saying because this test match, as we have seen in the first day, we have scored 310 runs and five wickets. We already know that it will go to the day four and day five, and on that particular day bowling will be very crucial as India will be bowling in fourth innings.
Correct.
So the spin attack will be crucial on that days. So about the changes, I was expecting Kuldeep Yadav as we discussed it already. But whatever the options we have got, the option of Washington Sundar, as Selva bhai also talking about the tail batting of India. So India, the support staff has tried to added some depth in batting as well. The tail batting, which was issue in first test match. So this test match, they are thinking that maybe try to add one more batter, batting all rounder or bowling all rounder. So it can help at the lower end with the bowlers, which we totally failed in the first test match. So I hope this will be a different story from the first test match, as the team will be aware of such collapses and all. As we have already seen, after the fifth wicket fell, everyone was in panic mode that it will be again a collapse and all. But the way Ravindra Jadeja and Shubman Gill has handled the situations, I mean, that partnership at the end of the day and the last session, which India literally won. So it was a sign of the very
What
mature
one?
batting by both of them. And we are expecting more from other batters also. As we have seen in first test match also, the batting was not at all problem. Only the tail batting, which India worked on this test match. We have to see what Washington Sundar and Nitish Kumar Reddy, as he failed in first innings. We are expecting him to score big in next. So let's see what Washington Sundar has brought us. But before that, I want this partnership to continue more and let India to be a secure mark above 400 or 450 from this partnership only. Rest can continue as they can.
Let them play it the way they want. Okay. So, I mean, if you ask me personally, like what I'm personally believing in this particular day two of the second test match is that like India putting on a score of another 80 to 120 runs. So, which will be a competitive enough so that like Indian bowling is not, you cannot write off Indian bowling because they know they had a time of like almost like 6, 7 days. I have seen the players practicing each and every single day. And uh, yesterday, we also spoke about the assistant coaches not speaking to the bowlers or telling them what exactly the role, what they want. But after saying that, like, I take back my words that there are lots of been discussions which is happening and the conversations happening between the Moni Morkel and all the fast bowlers, especially Akashdeep and Prasidh Krishna. He was working tirelessly and making sure that where exactly he has to improve. Uh, the biggest question mark is that like again like if India is not having a consistency, especially with Jasprit Bumrah, I'm not saying because he's a world class bowler. I don't want him to get injured because India is playing a World Cup next year in India. So T20 World Cup again, like we are hoping that again one more trophy in our cabinet as well. So that is being said, like what's next holds for Team India is that like currently what Indian bowling can do. Like if India batting first hour should be very much careful and making sure they carry it for another half of the day and then England coming to ball. So if England coming to bat in the second half of the day, it might be like I'm expecting 3 wickets from England in this particular day. So what's your prediction, Pratik?
As it's still new ball, England has bowled only 4 or 5 overs, I
Five
think,
overs.
with this new ball.
5 overs.
So 5 overs, yes, 5 overs from new ball. So it will be a crucial session for us that the set batters have to watch out and make the ball a little bit old. For 10 to 15 overs, it will be a really crucial time for India to save their wickets. Don't give chances. I mean, England will push their all in this first session. So if we play out this session, the day will be ours as well, because we know the caliber of Shubman Gill. He has playing long innings since his debut. He has having so many hundreds in India as well in other parts of the world as well. And even Jadeja, we know that if he goes along, he can play that big nog as well with 100 and 150. So not expecting much, but if we play out the starting 15 to 15 overs, it will be a great contest between India will have a big chance in this match if we play out this session. That's all. And for the day's part, I would say India will get out in the second session. I'm hoping they should play, but we can't do. I'm not expecting much from tail. Whatever they can contribute, it is all right. I am contributing. I am expecting from top six and top seven, as they know the batting very well than the tail batting. So more than half are already out. There are only two or three left. So it is, I'm expecting 100 or 150 more runs to this total current. And after that, England they are really good form. They are in really good form. So expecting wicket will be slight difficult, as we don't even have Jasprit Bumrah. So we can start building pressure from the very first ball. So it will be tough for bowling lineup. I'm still expecting 2 wickets or 2 or 3 wickets, but you know how they play. They give aggressive mode, and all the pressure will be on our bowlers' back. So that's all.
Okay, Selva bhai, pretty quick.
Uh, I'm seeing I'm seeing I'm seeing Washington Sundar as a batter. If you see in Tamil Nadu part, he used to play in one down or two down parts. So I'm considering him as a batter. So if Jadeja or Shubman Gill goes out also, he can able to bat for so long. But experience matters when it comes to overseas conditions. Like they know how to bowl, they know how to pick wickets, and the conditions of pitches may differ when compared to India. So he has to be cautious about it. If he is standing and if he is scoring, contributing at 20 or 30 to 50 runs in the part, a partnership has to be built with any one of the batter who's set over there, which we missed in the last match. So if it is done, it will go around 400. We can cross 400 or 450. So that's the thing. From England point of view, I'm expected to see Washington Sundar very early. Why? Because he has bowled in new ball also. He will use to bowl in new ball also. So in that wicket kind of Edgbaston, the new ball will be skidding. We saw Ashwin bowling, so there will be a he will be a skiddy customer. So for example, Ben Decker or Zach Carley, like if they are can't able to face him, like it might create a chance for India to pick early wickets. If that is failing, then if the fast bowlers like Siraja and Akashdeep has to step up to take wickets, I feel like England will lose 1 wicket. That's it, one or two, more, not more than that in the later part of the innings. Why? Because I'm confident one or two, that's it, one or two, not more than that. Why? Because we can't underrate them as well. They are playing very good cricket when compared to the top water players. We can't able to underrate them just like that way. So that's why I'm giving this.
I totally agree with both of you. I should not be overconfident. I should not be like over too much dependent. But the fact is that after having discussions with lots of other people, I just came to know that Indian bowling lineup has worked really hard in the gap, whatever they got, and they came to know like what exactly that they have to do against the English batsmen. So. With all these being said, let's hope for the better day for Team India and they come out on top at the end of day two is what I'm expecting. From all of us at Criczenify, we will meet you tomorrow at the same time for the review of day two. Until then, do take care, and also please do like, share, and also subscribe and follow us on Instagram as well. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, do take care and we'll see you tomorrow.